So it's about planning, it's about taking that step, and actually the leap of faith to say it's a certain amount of money per month, but actually the return on investment is fairly high as long as you actually have the discipline, which I don't always, to actually start, finish, and then follow the process through. I think it's fair to say completely sceptical. I kind of felt that any coaching like this, whether it be ActionCOACH or any coach, probably wasn't needed at that time. It's similar to marketing. How was I going to test and measure it? How was I actually going to look at what does social media provide us? What does Google Ads provide us? And I think that's kind of a very confined mindset in many ways, but it's a mindset as a business owner and somebody wanting to do the technical work as opposed to directing it and seeing it kind of grow itself. So it was actually put to me that I had a lot of sports coaches at the time, and actually why would I be having a sports coach for a hobby which bears no relationship bar costing me a lot of money to enter races, but this is the single most important thing in my life, to be able to fund the house generally, kids' lives and all those kind of things, and also have a business that funds other people's lives as well. So it's that whole succession thing and planning, and eventually I came around to the way of thinking that it could be useful for me. My main expectation was really to look at having somebody who's got more business experience than me, who could give me some ideas, who could kind of suggest ways of growing a business, but probably not take control of it in any way, just kind of question me and what I'm doing, which is really, that's where I was coming from with it. Within probably 6 to 8 weeks, I was starting to see my own things change slightly, my mindset change slightly. The guys in the office were also starting to kind of see a bit of a plan and structure, which was one of the big things that they actually asked for. The actual figures, that was one thing I wasn't particularly great at, and actually understanding, right, what are the figures? What do they look like? When can we take the next person on? How efficient do they need to be? And also then gelling a team together. And I now get kind of a great reward from seeing a team of people working together really well. And we're kind of getting there now, which is great. But this year really, through coming back into the business properly and actually getting hold of everything and saying, right, this is the direction we need to go in, we've seen some great kind of results this year. But we've had some troublesome times as well. But I think it's also realising that those troublesome times not only come in our business, but loads of other businesses, and actually to worry less about it. Gross profit's gone up by well over 100%. I think it's 152% growth we've had over the last 2 to 3 years. So we've gone from a turnover of around about 150k to now turning over this year aiming at 520k. As a team, we've gone from 2 people now. We've now just employed a 10th person. One of my biggest and first things to do was actually to say what was a priority to me. And the priority was taking the children to school 3 times a week. So just being around them, far more relaxed, because I knew actually once I put a piece of work down, I could come back to it and not really stress about it too much in the evenings. But it was a lot of self-discipline, there was a lot of change to go on there, because I was quite happy to work whenever I could. Decided actually I just wanted to be in less. I had personal things that I wanted to do in terms of sport related, in terms of spending more time at home. So I kind of turned up to work, I didn't do a massive amount and then went home again. And this year I kind of came back at Christmas, and actually it's been going again, and we've seen massive results this year. Financially, significant amount. As I said, we've gone up well over 150% turnover and in profit. So that's been a huge thing. In terms of opening my eyes to a much bigger world, not being confined to trees, again, that's a massive tick.